Okay, welcome back to the 1959 Massey Ferguson Tractor rebuild. Right here I'm putting on the rim on the tractor so I can go ahead and mount some tires. Okay, now it's time to try to put these tires on. I've never put tires this big on anything, so the front tires went relatively smooth, so I'm hoping these go pretty smooth. I'm going to get some soapy water, spray the inside bead there, and see if I can get it started at least, and we'll put our tube in and then we'll finish it up. That actually didn't seem so bad. I got the first bead around the rim. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the tube and see if I can work it in there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can seat this. I got a little bit of air in it right now. I'm gonna put some soap around the tire so it slides up better on the rim. We'll see if we can get this seated. I got it sitting in here kind of weird. I may have to take some air out of it. I'm going to see if I can let the weight of the tractor help me out here. So putting on those tires were actually not too bad. A little bit easier than I thought. Dish soap and some water mixed in a bottle, a little squirt bottle as your friend, so that'll help you out. Also here, we are replacing the spark plugs on the tractor. I painted the tractor with the old ones in there, so now we're gonna put some new spark plugs in. Spark plugs are done, so right here I'm actually cleaning the power steering fluid reservoir lid. It was a little bit gunky, so I'm cleaning it up so we can put it on there and make it look nice. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the carburetor on. So we're gonna put the carburetor on, we're gonna put the heat shield on, we're gonna hook up some linkage. We might go ahead and put our muffler on as well. All right, a little bit of an update. I got the radiator on, I got the muffler on. I have to tighten up this bolt back in there. I couldn't get anything to it. My sockets won't wrap around it because the manifold's in the way. And I also got to put a bolt down there around the clamp. I had to cut this rubber. There was rubber pads here before. I used an old tube that I took out of the old tires, and it seems pretty solid. I had to redo that bolt over on that side. Did okay. So I got the radiator mounted. Everything's done over here except for the electrical wires, and then I got to run the hydraulic lines. Got the heat shield on. So everything's looking pretty good. This keeps coming loose. That goes right here. Once this is bolted into place, that won't go nowhere. So this is the oil pressure line. This is the gas line. So that stuff will hook in once I get all that stuff on the other side. So things are looking pretty good. I've got these rods on, and I just had to put the belt on, and I failed to do it before I put the front assembly on. So I had to loosen up those black bolts down there, jack up the center, pull it apart just enough to slip that belt in there, which was a huge pain in the butt. And I did not get a new belt, which hopefully I don't kick myself in the teeth for not, but this one seemed to be somewhat fair condition. So I didn't feel like I needed to, but we'll find out. If this ends up breaking with the hood and everything on there, it's gonna be a real big disaster trying to put a new belt on there. But things are coming along nicely. More paint is coming on Thursday. I'll get the fuel tank painted up, get everything wired up, and then we'll fire this thing up before I put everything on it. Finally, after we emptied our bank account on some hydraulic steering hoses, we're going to now install them on the tractor. All right, well, I got everything done here. I got this tapped. The reason why it's pointed in that direction is because I wanted to take that as tight as I could get it. So came up and around with some brake line, copper brake line. Got a union here. This was a real pain. I actually had to sand down each side to fit into that compression fitting. So it worked out. I got her in there, and I got this connected into the return. I got my pressure hose connected in, and here are the two fittings that come out that actually go to the cylinders. So I'm not feeling super confident about this. I think something's gonna leak, and it's probably gonna be this and possibly something in here. So I hope not, but time will tell. Once we get everything set up and started and running, I'll be able to tell. And then we'll, I guess, fix it then. So.